Center stage on your guest of honor and his dad. How about a huge round of applause for Jason and Mitchell out here, everybody. Put your hands together, gang. Let me hear you.
Jay, take it in. Everything here is here for you. Every person here is here for you. Just look at it. There aren't too many days in your life that you will always remember forever. Maybe it was your first day at Camp Laurel. Maybe it was your first day at school. You know, as you go through life, there are not going to be too many days you'll always remember. I sit here right now, I think of the first time I went ice skating. Sheila, thank you. Every parent here will agree with me that the day your child is born is truly a day you'll always remember. And in our case, couldn't be more true. It was the middle of October. I was in a meeting. Mom called me. We're having a baby. I said, I know, we've been talking about that for like a year and a half. I know we're having a baby. She said, no, we're having a baby now. You aren't supposed to be born until the end of November. I said, Abby, I'll call you right back. I called Sherry. I said, Sherry, Abby says we're having a baby now. She said, she is. Her water broke. You're having a baby now. Called Abby back. Went to the hospital. 9 hours later, you were born. 3:05 in the morning. Doctor slapped you on your butt. It's quiet. Slapped you on your butt again. Still quiet. He said something to the nurse. I had no idea what he was saying. The last 2 words were teen and stat. Nurse runs out of the room. Doctor wraps you up in a blanket. Says he'll be back. And Abby and I were just, Mom and I were just standing there. We learned a little while later that you were a 6-pound, 8-ounce beautiful baby boy who couldn't breathe. And that began our stay at the Mount Sinai Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. We were by your side as much as we could be. We went home and went to sleep. And after about 6 days, we decided to celebrate being parents and go out for dinner. And on our way back from dinner, took Mom home, and since it would have been our first Saturday night together, I said I wanted to go and spend some time with you. Mom went home, went to sleep. I sat in front of your incubator in the same chair I took the prior 6 days, staring at you, watching the monitors, taking comfort in the fact that the beeping indicated that everything was okay. And then I felt a hand on my shoulder and heard a voice behind me. And as I turned, it was the nurse. And she said to me, would you like to hold your son? Without missing a beat, she opened up your incubator, she took the wires, tubes, and monitors, got them all together, and placed you in my lap. And at that moment, I felt something that I never felt before, but something that I felt many times since, every time I'm near you. And that's the unexplainable, unequal love that can only exist between a father and a son. I prayed for you that night. I didn't pray for you to be the fastest, the strongest, the smartest, the best. I prayed for you to be healthy and happy. I didn't really know how to pray, but I knew I wanted it to be in Hebrew. So I said the Shema, something millions of Jews say twice a day. And after that, searching for something else, I remembered something that all Jewish boys and girls once knew once in their lifetime. And that was the 4 questions. The first one was kind of appropriate. Why is this night different than all of the nights? Because in that night, I got told you for the very first time. And then just to round things out and fully exhaust my knowledge of Hebrew, I found myself saying the first few lines of my Haftorah that I remembered. And I rotated. I said my Haftorah, I said the Shema, I said the first question. And after about 3 hours, the nurse's shift ended. She took you out of my arms, she put you back in the incubator, and I went home to Mom and went to sleep. Fast forward the clock 13 years in a week, and here we are today. And as Mom and I sat, the second row in Temple, staring at your eyes, watching your mouth, listening to your words, as you started saying the first few lines of your Haftorah, memories of that night in the hospital came rushing back to me. And I realized at that moment that my prayers were answered. The words you were saying were the exact words I said to you that night in the hospital. We had the same Haftorah, except Jay, you did a much better job than I did. And Mom and I couldn't be more proud of you. You're not just our son, you're our friend. You don't just learn from us, we also learn from you. And having you in our lives makes them complete. At this point, I think everyone should raise. Do we have glasses to raise? Can we make a toast? Make a toast to you. First, let's make a toast to the people at your table, friends, family, and loved ones that aren't with us here tonight. And join Abby and me as we congratulate Jason on a Bar Mitzvah very well done, and to a night that hopefully you will always remember. We love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a huge round of applause right here for a very